Well, hello all my YouTube friends, welcome back, or if you are joining us for the first time, welcome to the channel. My name is T and this is my channel, Crumpus Tea and Sewing. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a roundup of all the tops that I have made for the late part of summer. I'm still in the process of making some tops, especially for the early fall season, and so you will see some more top patterns coming from me on this channel in the near future. But right now, these are the top patterns that I have made, and so I'll give you all the numbers and the pattern numbers and all that stuff. And also, as a bonus, I'm going to share with you my very first fall make. So stay tuned and I'll share with you all those details. So let's start with the Bernat 6221. This is a beautiful dress pattern. So it's not actually a top pattern, but I made it into a top. It's very easy to do that. And so I made the variation with the flounce around the neckline. So it's view B, and I'll go ahead and put an image here so you can see what the pattern looks like, and I'll also show you my pictures as well. So I made view B with the flounce. This is a very simple and easy make. It is just very easy for your beginners and your advanced beginners. It does have a facing. It has a front facing, a back facing. It has grown on sleeves, and it features, like I said, that flounce around the neckline. So you only have really your two main pattern pieces for the front and the back, and that's basically all you're really working with. For your sleeve pattern, for the sleeve portion of the pattern, all you're doing is turning your sleeve inward and stitching it down. So it's really simple and really easy. And you also do that for the hem as well. I talked a little bit about this about a couple of weeks ago when I featured this pattern on the channel, but I haven't showed you all of the different versions that I made. So the first version that I made is of a mock-up, and it is of this beautiful crimson, red and black and white floral fabric that I purchased. I didn't purchase it. Yeah, I did purchase it. So this particular piece I actually purchased, but the skirt that goes with it, that was actually, that piece of fabric was sponsored. But I did purchase some fabric to actually make myself a top as well. And so I'll show you what that looks like right here. And like I said, it was very easy and simple. And then the second version that I made with it is the top that I'm wearing right now. And it is part of my first fall separate collection. So it's this top here. And I'll go ahead and pop a picture here so you can see what it looks like. But this is the flounce detail here. And it's a really nice, gorgeous pattern. I really love this pattern. Like I said, it's very simple, easy, really good for your beginners. The only adjustment that I really had to make to this pattern is I had to move the bust dart down about 1/2 inch, and that's kind of common for me because they generally draft these particular patterns for tall women. And so because I'm short everywhere, and you guys already know that by now, I usually have to make that type of adjustment. I didn't have to shorten the waist, however, so I was really happy about that. The only reason why I actually shortened the pattern is because I wanted to make a top, but I didn't have to shorten it in the waist area. So it was really simple, easy. Love this pattern, and I highly recommend it. The next pattern that I made is the Simplicity S9334, and I just recently did a pattern review of this pattern. I'll make sure that I put an iCard above and also a link in the description box below so you could go over and see that. And I really love this pattern, and I give you all the details and stuff like that in that particular pattern review. But I made two versions of this particular pattern. I also used the crimson, red, black, and white floral print for this particular pattern as well. And I used that as a mock-up, and it turned out really lovely. However, the bust darts on this particular top is higher because I did not move the bust darts down. And so that is an adjustment that I had to make with the second version of it. And so the second version, I actually made it with a really beautiful rayon polyester. Well, it's a rayon fabric, and it is a burgundy fabric that I purchased from Joann Fabrics. And this particular pattern is simple, very easy, has raglan sleeves. It has this beautiful gathered shoulder line, and you use elastic to gather in the shoulder line, and it has a V-neck. It's very, very beautiful. You have different sleeve variations as well. And like I said, check out the pattern review, and I give you more details on the size that I chose and the alterations I've made and all that good stuff. But this is a beautiful pattern, and I think this would definitely be a really great pattern to have in your stash as a TNT. It's just so simple, so easy, perfect for advanced beginners and beginners. The next pattern that I made is the Simplicity S9273. Now I still want to make another version of this particular top. I made this out of a burgundy fabric as well, but this time it's a rayon knit fabric, and I purchased this from fabric.com, and I really love the drape of this particular fabric. It's a really beautiful soft fabric. It has a really soft hand, so I really like the fabric. I selected view A for this particular pattern, which is just the basic knit top that has the neckband, and it's really simple, really easy to make. And I just wanted to see how the pattern fits me going into the project before I selected any other views. And I definitely want to make view B, which is the one with the gathered shoulder head, and so I am thinking about doing that one here pretty soon. But like I said, this one also fits really well, and I also have a pattern review in the same video as the previous pattern, so go ahead, check out that link in the description box, and you could watch the pattern review of that particular pattern as well. I also made the McCalls M8198. I made two versions of this top as well. The first version I made was supposed to be it was supposed to be a mock-up. I had a little bit of fabric left over from when I made my magnolia dress out of this beautiful cotton lawn baby blue floral fabric. It's such a beautiful fabric, and I made this particular top, but I didn't have that much fabric left. I haven't done a pattern review of this one yet, but a pattern review will be coming soon. I really like this top, but I think I would have to do some alterations to the back to take out some of the fullness in the back. It has quite a bit of ease in the back, and so I would definitely like to slim that back out some. It features a pattern that has a notch collar with a drawstring, and you have a casing and a drawstring to cinch in the waist. You have an option to do a puffy sleeve or a straight sleeve, a long sleeve with an elastic on the end, and then you also have a version where you can actually do a crop top, and a crop top with elastic in the bottom of the hem, and then a crop top with a tie on the bottom of the hem. And so you do have different options. I will say this, that the pattern is very, very short. All versions are cropped versions. So I lengthened my second version, which I made out of this beautiful Hawaiian print fabric that I purchased from Fabric Mart Fabrics, and it's a beautiful print, but one of the things that my husband said when I put this top on is that it really accentuates my bust, and so I definitely would have to be mindful of how I style this with my bottoms, and then also what type of fabric that I use. I feel like the big print actually draws your attention even more to my breast, and so I think that big Hawaiian print, that floral print, was probably a bad choice for this. I would next time use like a polka dot fabric, something, if I want to print on the top something that has really small floral details or polka dot or something like that. Just a word of caution to those of you who have bigger breasts like myself. If you're not interested in having that to be something that is accentuated. So anyway, I really like this pattern. I had fun making the pattern. However, there are a few things that I would like to do to modify the pattern, and I'm thinking about doing another version so that I can actually see how it looks when I do all of the different adjustments to the pattern. I also made the Concord Tea by Cashmere Rat Patterns, and I made this tee with a beautiful salmon rib knit fabric that I purchased from, I believe it was from Walmart, and I purchased it a couple years ago. So I can't really remember where it was from, but I'm pretty sure it was from Walmart. And it's a beautiful knit. It has excellent recovery. I absolutely love this particular pattern with this fabric. So the Concord Tea is a pattern that I did did before, and I made a pattern review of it. And so I'll put the link to that in the description box below if you're interested in watching that video as well. Like I said, it's a really simple and easy pattern, but if you want to know all the details and things like that, go over and watch the pattern review and you can learn more about it. But that's also a pattern that I made this month as well. Lastly, I made the Butterick B6814, and I made two versions of this top as well. One was a mock-up, and then the other is for a fabric mart post that I am doing. So you're not going to really see the fabric mart, the version that I made with my fabric mart fabric just yet, because I'm going to reveal that here the second week of October. So you'll see that soon. However, it is a really great pattern. And like I said, I will give my full review of that in the video coming up. So, but I will share with you, like I said here, the mock-up version that I did of it. So those are all the top patterns that I made. I'm really excited with all of the tops that I have made, and I'm really looking forward to making more tops because I really need tops in my wardrobe. So I just wanted to tell you real quickly about the fall outfit that I made. So this is my first fall outfit, and as I said before, the top is the Bernat 6221, which is the dress that I made into a top, and then the skirt is the Brumby skirt that I made last month for the Fabric Mart fabric blog post. And I made that out of the first version for the Brumby skirt. I made out of the crimson red and white and black floral print, but I really love it in this floral print as well. So I'm really liking this outfit, and I'm excited to get some wear out of it for this fall. I would definitely style this with a cardigan because the Bernat pattern has these short sleeves. So I would definitely style this with a cardigan as we approach the later end of the fall season. So those are all the makes that I've made for my tops. Stay tuned. I'll be giving you a roundup of dresses and bottoms and things like that that I've made as well. So I have fun making all these things, and like I said, I can't wait to make more. All right, everyone, so that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by and tuning into the channel today. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. If you did, please make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And hitting that notification bell will ensure that you receive notifications of all my videos when I post them. So don't forget to hit the bell. All right, everyone, have a beautiful and happy sewing week and stay creative. Bye.